This video I'm going to discuss setting up TerraSync so that the laser rangefinder can be used to log data height as an attribute into a field in TerraSync called the field height. Then the next step would be to go into TerraSync settings, external sensors, and we're going to set up sensor 1 as a way to bring data in to this height field over in TerraSync. So we'll uncheck this one, and remember this is what was set up previously to log the data as an offset. So the first thing we'll have to do is uncheck this, go to the properties, and we've got to free up this rangefinder module COM port. So we'll just set it to anything. Otherwise, that port will be in use and it will stop us. So we'll say done. Turn on sensor 1, go to properties. Now we should be able to select the rangefinder module. I think by default it goes to 9600. It must be 4800, so make sure that's set to 4800. 81 and none. Then the next thing is the prefix and the suffix strings. That's discussed over here in the user guide. The TerraSync user guide discusses the prefix string and the suffix string. Basically how that works, if the whole message coming in, the NEMA data from the rangefinder module, was ABC1234 as it discusses there, and if you entered ABC here, it would remove everything else in front of it and only bring in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we know the HT is where we want it to cut off. We don't want a big long string of garbage data in there. We just want just that value, the height value. So we're going to enter in capital HT comma, and then comma M, capital M for the suffix string, and that's described here. So we know the unit of measure, which is meters, is the last part of it, so that's where we want it to cut off. So we'll enter in the comma, capital M, and that should bring in only the value. Go down through, accept the defaults on all the rest of these. Data destination needs to be as an attribute. By default, it is set to uninterpreted. So we're going to change that to as an attribute. And I've already entered in height. That is exactly how it is in the data dictionary. So now that's where the data will be directed, to that height field. So we'll say done. Done again. And it's just giving you the message like always until your data file is opened or created. So we'll say OK to that. Go up and create a data file. Make sure I'm using the appropriate data dictionary that has the field, the height field in it. Create, set your antenna height as normal. OK. Going to collect a power pole. Fill out whatever other information you have. Height. We're now ready to collect that. So I'm going to fire the laser or launch the laser rather, by hitting the middle button, the camera button on the G07. It fires up the camera, and I have set it to do a 2-shot height. That could be changed by clicking upper right, and I could choose a 1-shot, a 3-shot, however I want that height to be. So I'm just going to stay with 2-shot height. So it's telling me to aim at the bottom of the pole. In this case, it's my bottom of my wall. Fire, middle button. There's the value. aim up at the top, fire, middle button, and there's my height. So now I just click on the check mark, and it automatically brought in that value, and only the value, to the height field. I could then take a photo if I wanted. This is where I would now log my position. Log, average my positions if I'm doing 10 or however I have it set up. And done.